Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. So this is going to be a very casual video. So casual this time, I'm not even going to disguise the fact that I'm smoking right now. This is basically just going to be me telling you about what's going on with the channel while I play some Hearthstone. So, yeah, first we're going to let this load in when it's finished being laggy. And I have some of my cigarettes. Come on. Right. So we're going to do ranked. Why not? I'm testing out a warrior deck for my ultra cheese strategy. It's an odd play style, but I have a lot of fun with it, even though I lose quite a bit. But it's so much fun I can't help but doing the cheese strategy anyway. After we've done the warrior, I'll do the proper ultra cheese deck with the mage, so you can see it properly. I mean, you'll have seen it in other videos I've done. But for now, let's see how the warrior cheese deck works. So yeah. As of the filming today, when I'm doing this, the XCOM 2 series is finished being filmed, played, uploaded, scheduled, all of that.
You asked for it.
Let's have a look here.
Victory or death!
Alright, we'll get rid of the 6. So what was I saying? Yeah. In the meantime, Swartor with Tash the Cat, we're on a bit of a break. I mean, I know Tash sounds British, but he is actually Australian, and he lives in an Australian time zone. And it's really hard for us to be able to record at the same time, just with the time zone difference. And shit's come up in the last week or two that's made it difficult. So, I'm just leaning into it and saying, yeah, alright, fine, we're having a break. I should be recording next Monday. But what I'm going to do is give myself a nice lead up and, like, take another week off. Just so I can do everything in advance, and that way I'm not scrabbling at the last minute every damn day. So, next week, the schedule will probably be a bit dead.
The future is ours.
Okay. Fuck it, we'll go with that. So... What the hell was I about to say? Yeah, I am recording another series. It's another mega modded RimWorld, but I'm going to take my time with this one. I actually started it like weeks ago, but I've recorded 3 episodes. They're uploaded in private. And I think I'm going to wait till I get to about like 10 episodes or something before I start releasing them. One, because it's mega modded, it takes about half an hour to load the game. So that puts a dampener on things. But yeah, I think I'm going to wait until I've got a few banked before I start releasing them. I'm thinking about maybe coming back to XCOM 2 and doing the tactical legacy stuff. Maybe. We'll see how I feel later. But for now, I'm rolling into this break. I'm actually going to take a break and not feel guilty about it. Which is usually the hard thing. Ooh, go on then, I'll have that. And you? Well, blam. Fuck it, let's summon a thingy. Fuck you. I should have done it to that and then attacked. But to be honest, I'm not actually thinking. I'm thinking about what it is I want to say in this wee update thing. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on in the background right now. I'm trying to move house. It's been a pain in the arse. So many delays, so much stress and all that bullshit. I feel like I need a break at this point. So yeah, I'm taking it without feeling guilty. Got a side project on the go that I don't want to talk about yet. It's a creative thing. I used to do it years ago, but I stopped just because I didn't have any real faith in myself to do it. I thought it was a pipe dream. But now I've got the motivation again, so I'm doing that, and at the same time I'm also learning Japanese. That's going pretty interesting. I know how to say I don't understand Japanese in Japanese, so I've got the essentials down. But yeah, the lessons will continue, and I'll be doing that behind the scenes while I'm looking for a house, and while I'm figuring out what I'm going to put on the channel next. I don't get the feeling I'm going to win this one. I think I've been too busy distracted. Well, I've got Reno in my hand, so I can potentially last for ages. Potentially. Sometimes once you get Reno out, it's already too late, and sometimes it can provide a clutch lifeline. We'll see how that goes. Now this deck in particular is all about Reno and armor. And Cthulhu. The cheese strategy is basically a Cthulhu Reno deck with as many things in there as possible to frustrate the other player and keep you in the game for longer. That's basically the rough outline of how the extra cheese strategy works.
Time runs out on me.
Just have some my cigarette there. So yeah, like I say, ultra casual today. Not even disguising the fact that I'm smoking. Ooh. Be alright. But we'll get that out.
Do you hear its call?
I do. Cthulhu! Cthulhu! Alright, well that's a soft taunt. They're going to want to get rid of that as fast as possible. I don't even know if you can hear me smoking. Probably just the exhalations.
A new Valore Delana.
What's Cthulhu at now? 11. I actually have something on the right-hand side of the screen called Innkeeper, but because the software I'm using hooks into the game itself rather than capturing the screen, you can't see it. But I've got like a rectangle here with a list of all the cards that have been drawn and have yet to be drawn, but you can't see it, sadly. Alright, yeah, let's just get rid of that. Alright, we're starting to claw this thing back. Another talk on my cigarette. So yeah, like even today, I've been to estate agents. Getting up early, going to bed late, so I'm very tired a lot. I mean, I like having the motivation to do like new and interesting things, but it has meant that my workload has tripled.
What to do?
Well,
What to
with
do?
me taking a break from the channel, it's now just doubled. Because, you know. But as soon as I've got the house move sorted, I'll ramp back up into producing stuff for the channel. I haven't been planning on closing down the channel, well, at least starting to close down the channel until September. For anyone that's not caught up, I'm off sick right now with scoliosis. And not to put too fine a point on it, but some stuff in my head as well. I've been doing alright. I'm getting a lot better. I'm almost done, but I need a little bit more time. And the sickness thing I'm on, I've got it till September. So, you know, I'm keeping myself occupied with the channel until then. But once that time comes and I have to return to work, I will have to prioritize work. Like a proper fucking job. Doesn't she have really low health? I'm not sure I want to play that just yet. So I'll wait.
All realities, all dimensions.
Alright. Time to start going face. Let's just start hammering him. Make him panic. Some sweet nicotine. So, yeah, what is there left to tell you? Not much, I think. Other than the fact that I'm really fucking tired right now. It seems to be the go-to theme these days, tired. What we got? I could whip out Cthulhu. I mean, I have Doom Caller. Actually, yeah, if I whip out Cthulhu, it'll thin them out. Presumably, our sorcerer friend will figure out a way to fuck us up. Actually, let's stick that soft taunt out, just to whittle them down even more.
Banger March 7.
Job's done.
Well, that'll be handy. Yeah, I think I'll play Cthulhu on the next turn. And then presumably it'll get destroyed somehow. Then I'll play that. I'll have Reno to get me back up to full health. Hopefully by then we'll have some better cards come along to keep us sustained.
Let's show our guests.
Ooh, that's a card I'll quite like. I have it in the wizard version of the extra cheese deck.
Are you my master?
Alright, Cthulhu next turn. But yeah, if you get that out alongside Muckla's Champion, then you're doing pretty well. There's another card that procs well with it. It's I think it's a Paladin only card, but basically whenever you summon a 1 health minion, it gets Divine Shield. There's another card that can go with it. It's a universal card. Whenever you summon anything, do 1 damage to a random enemy. So if you can get all of those out at the same time, they proc really well together. Alright, let's...
Cthulhu! Cthulhu! Cthulhu!
Not much choice but to do into that, but it's less health for the Cthulhu to have to knock through.
Job's done.
Alright, Cthulhu, definitely next turn. So, yeah. Future channel stuff? I have absolutely no idea what series I'm going to do next. RimWorld, yes. But I'm recording it really slowly. Fuck, I should have played Cthulhu much earlier. Fuck it. Has to be done.
My dream ends. Your nightmare begins.
I could have really done with that being taken out. Alright. Yeah, they've got lethal. I've lost this. What was I saying? I have absolutely no idea. This is what I get for trying to divide my attention between talking and playing. I can only hope that my opponent gets cocky and gives me another turn. Which I have seen happen, and it's hilarious when it works.
Someday I'll be just like you.
I have won matches because my opponent got cocky. And decided to tease me, and then BLAM! Reno.
We're gonna be rich. Job's done.
We'll use that next turn. Actually, we'll stick that out, members.
Do not fear power. Fear those who wield.
Ah, it doesn't change the health. I thought it would be like a Ragnaros thing, where he puts your health to like 15 or something. Is it Ragnaros? It's somebody. You change your hero and you end up with only like 15 health. Alright, so you're going to use up that on that, presumably. Oh, you're not. You're going to try and divide the damage around more expendable stuff. That's clever. Good. But yeah, them winning might still very well be a foregone conclusion. They've got a nice stack of units out. And I don't think I can counter it. I think I can just frustrate them by hanging on to the bitter end. I had a ranked match yesterday, and I was on like so little health, I had no cards. It was for like 6 turns. And the dude I was fighting against just refused to attack. They wanted to see me explode, and I just kept threatening them every turn. I was not going to give up. I was like, no, if you want to win this, you have to finish me yourself. See, I'm not doing too well. 15 cards versus their 5. That is a thing that has saved me a lot. Right, we'll destroy that. Chip that out.
Job's done.
But yeah, if I can get a bunch of armor, that might be able to save me. Maybe, I don't know. If I can get Cthulhu back, and then get Cthulhu clear... Oh my god. Well, that's not going to happen anymore. Well, maybe if I can get that out, and then that out, and stack it... In fact, I should play that next. I should definitely play that next. Alright, you bastard. What are you going to do? Come on. I'm not going to quit. You're going to have to finish me off yourself.
Time melts away.
It does. What you gonna do? So, how much damage do they have on the board? 11, 14, 16. Wow. Yep, I'm getting hammered. This is ranked, folks.
Hostile detected.
I wonder if that'll actually work with Cthulhu being dead. It does say wherever it is. So, they'll probably... Put that into that, maybe? Because they want to clear it in one turn, ideally. Without wasting time. Can't do it with that because it'll be gone. It's too valuable. So they'll probably... That can't hit it in one shot, so they'll probably go from that into that. Probably.
I must decide.
Unless they're figuring out if one of these is going to be more useful for taking out that. But yeah, the choice is between that. Yep. Yep. Why did you do that? You should have just gone face. Alright, that's why. Fair enough. Alright, here we go.
The symphony of terror begins.
Cthulhu's back, baby. I'm not going to attack. They're going to have to go through me. If they want them dead. They're going to have to put in the effort. And because they've got things on low health, they have less options. So that will go into one of these. And then they'll probably throw... that into it? Actually, yeah, that. So that into that, that into that.
I must
Really?
decide.
Alright. Right, what I do next will heavily depend on what card I get next.
Do not fear power. Fear those who wield it.
I live again.
Bow to your queen. I'm almost out of cards.
Right, so I can do that on that. Excuse me. Super casual. I'm even coughing on camera. This is going to be the easiest edit ever. No messing around with the audio waves, getting rid of little blips. No fancy cuts. Just full on stream of consciousness. We're going to lose this, aren't we? Well, even though I think I've updated you guys enough, I still want to show you guys the the mage version of the Ultra Cheese deck.
I'm out of cards.
Do it!
Bow to your queen.
You'll have to do it yourself, you bastard. No? Well, while I'm waiting on you to play, I'm going to roll another cigarette. Super cash. Cool. Oh yeah, one thing I've been doing behind the scenes, as well as learning Japanese, there's a really good app I've been using called Hello Talk, I believe it's called. I'm going to double check on my phone. Yeah, Hello Talk, it's really good. I've been helping folks learn English as well. It's been really interesting. Meh.
Somebody order a bomb.
Hit me, you
I'm
fucker!
out of cards. To your queen.
Hit me!
Bow to your queen.
Hit me!
Bow to your queen.
I will not go into the night quietly. Or whatever it is that quote was. Come on.
Bow to your queen.
Do it. Have I got anything in here? Right, so according to Innkeeper, I still have Armorsmith, Bash, Blingtron, 3000, Ironforge, Portal, Muckler's Champion, Ancient Shield Bearer, the Lich King, and I've got another Cthulhu in there.
The time is now.
But I'm pretty sure there's nothing that can get me out of this. There is a card that can proc from Lich King that will heal me, but it's not going to be enough. Yeah, focus.
And Rafal, the supreme archaeologist.
Bow to your queen.
Catch me.
Bow to your queen.
Yeah, we can do this all day, buddy. But you're going to do the finishing blow. There's no getting out of it. Do it.
Welcome to the show.
Oh yeah, yeah, it's about time. Just reminded me as well, talking about learning Japanese. One of the really hard things about learning a new language is like having the chance to actually practice speaking it. So what I think I might do, and I've been hesitant to say that I'm going to do this, because it would be so easy to screw up and look like an idiot, but fuck it, I'm committing now. At some point, I'm going to start doing videos in Japanese. We're probably many, many months away from me being competent enough to do that. But it's part of the plan. I mean, it's going to be good practice. As I'm learning to write it, I'm going to go back to older episodes of stuff and do the subs in Japanese. I think that'll be good practice. Also, Hello Talk is really good for practicing as well. So, I will be using that, just like I've been, well, others have been using that for me to help them learn English. All threes, it's not amazing, but I'll live with it. Let's get into this. Ah, good. Alright, let's see what they do first. Maria.
The legions I command. Spectacular.
I quite agree. Maybe I'll be doing rolling the cigarette before they've finished. Oh no. Well, there's nothing much I can do, so end the turn. Rat can get a 3. In fact, I'll put that out in turn 2 using the coin. Finish rolling my cigarette. Super casual. I could get used to this. That's me scraping my microphone while I roll the cig and lick the gummy end. Oh yeah, I roll my own cigarettes, people. Better value for money. Well, actually, ooh, I'll stick that out instead. Although, yeah, I'll wait and do that with another 2-cost card on turn 4.
Let's show our guests.
Something that procs every turn, you want to really get it out early, you know? But yeah, back to the Japanese thing. Well, I don't know about anybody else, but I find it easier to learn to speak it first. So I'm not even, like, ready to try reading or writing Japanese. Definitely not. As for speaking, I remember bits and pieces, like from the first time I learned, and I think I'm coming at it from a different angle this time round. Mainly because the book that I used last time, I'm not sure where it is. It's in a box somewhere. I'll be able to get it out properly once I've moved house. So I'm using other resources this time. So I'm learning things like grammar and all that. The problem is building up the vocabulary. It's like when I learned Spanish in school. Well, I say me, my predecessor. For anyone that's confused by that, it's a big existential thing. It gets into identity and how memory is affected by it, or how it affects one's identity. Like, if you can't remember something, and it doesn't feel like it's a part of you, can you really say, existentially speaking, that it is you? You know? But yeah. So, there's a previous me called Paul. I consider my predecessor. Paul's something of a dead name to me. I know you normally hear like dead name mostly associated with like trans folk, but the concept applies here as well. What was I saying? I have actually completely forgotten what I was saying. Something about my predecessor, but I have no idea. So, may as well just carry on playing the game, smoking a cigarette. Yep, it's good to get that out of the way. Alright. Whenever you cast a spell, draw a card.
I got the best deals anywhere. You want to cast a spell? I want to cast a spell.
Fuck it, why not? Yeah. Got Cthulhu in a hand. Excellent news. But next turn, I'm going to play that and that. Try and get a proper flood going.
The 100 Kings will rise again.
100 what? 100 kings. Fair enough. Ooh, actually. Might be better to get a taunt up, let them throw their forces at me for a while.
I broke a tile.
Well, you can go into that. Whenever I've got a taunt up, I always go face, because when I have a taunt up, the onus is on them to throw their troops into me. So I may as well use that to my advantage and go face. Normally I'll do that when I've got taunts up, unless they have a big, like, covered board and I need to thin them out.
What to do?
What's going on? Oh yeah, that's what I was going to say. My predecessor, when he was learning Spanish, I was able to ask questions, but because my vocabulary sucked, I couldn't understand any of the answers. So, you know, I will work really hard to avoid that this time. Alright, get that up. That's a nice soft taunt. Interesting.
Listen closely.
For anyone that isn't familiar with the term soft taunt, that doesn't actually have taunt, but it's so valuable it may as well be a taunt because they're going to want to get rid of it. So they call that a soft taunt. So come on, what are you going to do? Meanwhile, I'm just sitting here, drinking my energy drink, smoking my cigarette, waiting for you to make a move, buddy. Super cash. So yeah, Cthulhu's definitely going out next turn. Alright. Yes! Yes. Okay. We can start pulling this back. I hope I get Reno soon, though. I have a feeling I'm going to need him. Jade Golem. if you can get it off, and you can really get some really strong Jade Golems. I mean, I know there are lots more sensible decks I could be playing, but I've tried them, and I got bored even though I won. Like, the extra cheese strategy, it's so interesting. I really enjoy trying to play it, even though I know it's not amazing. I don't have any of the spells, so I may as well use that. What does that do? Oh, thank you. Haha. Sucker. What you gonna do? So you can see why I call it the extra cheese deck. Well, I think it's ultra cheese. Oh no, it used to be ultra cheese, but then I went with extra cheese Mark X. So yeah, in case anybody hasn't noticed, this is a wild deck. I don't like what they call standard. To me, standard is wild because it's new and weird with like restrictions and stuff. And I don't like it. I like what I call classic. You know, as they call wild, because to me that's my standard. It has all of them.
The circle of life is over.
So you know, I always play wild. I have no time for standard. Fuck it, may as well use that.
I got the best deals anywhere.
They're going to put one of them into the Cthulhu, and then I'll get 2 copies of Cthulhu, and then I'll use those Cthulhus, and then I'll use that. That duplicate is a really good card to play with something like Cthulhu, or if you've just got Reno Jackson out, and he's the only thing on the board, then you throw that bad boy out, because you've got yourself 2 more Reno Jacksons. And when it says, if there's no duplicates in your deck, it means your deck. It doesn't count what's in your hand. So you can have 2 Reno Jacksons in your hand, and they'll both work. As long as you've got no duplicates in the deck itself. So, they know I've got 2 Cthulhus. They're wondering exactly what they're going to do about it. They're probably planning to just throw shit out until they tire me out.
Eternal. My turn is not.
And again.
My dream ends. Your nightmare.
What does that do again? 3 attack this turn or 3 armor?
Golems are a girl's best friend.
You say goblins are a girl's best friend?
My dream ends. Your nightmare.
So yeah, next turn I'm probably going to have to put Lich King out. Because I need to taunt up. I need to keep buying time until I can get Reno out. Ooh, hello. They've probably won this, unless I get very lucky. Eh, why not? Fucking hate that one. Summon any minions removed. Well, if you've got no battle cries, then that would be alright. But I like battle cries.
I got the best deals anywhere.
I see. It's been so long that I've played... since I played WoW, that I keep forgetting that this is based on it. Played it a long, long time ago. But the things I liked about WoW, I like even more with SWTOR. That's Star Wars: The Old Republic. It plays a lot like WoW. The the story's better though, a lot better. And it has lightsabers and force powers. What more do you need? If you're not sure if you want to play it or not, watch my series on it. Excuse the first few episodes. Sounds a bit choppy, it was new and all that.
My turn is not.
You know what? Fuck it. Let's see what happens. It would have been nice to have that, but fuck it. Never mind.
Job's done.
I mean, we have still lost, but, you know, fair enough. So I think this will be the end. I don't think I have anything else to update you on, or bore you with. So, once they've got the finishing blow in,
My magic will tear
I'm
you
almost out of
apart.
cards. The cycle of decay begins.
don't get cocky, because next thing you know, I'll draw Reno, and you'll get upset. Although, at this point, it is a foregone conclusion. Even if I did get Reno up, so much damage on the board. Nothing I can do about it. So sometimes Reno is useless. But sometimes it isn't.
I'm almost out of cards.
Don't you need to be shuffling more into your deck? What's going on?
I'm out of cards. Death is
What are you
eternal.
doing?
My turn is not.
Just go face, you fool. There we go. Oh well. So, come back next time. In fact, I don't know when we're back. I'm recording with Tash on Monday coming up after this update video goes out. So, we'll probably have episodes the week after that, maybe? Hopefully I'll have got my house move sorted by then. I really hope so, because it's been a ball ache to get sorted. Oh my god. But that's another rant for another time. So, thank you very much for joining me, guys, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye now.